plays, y'all Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic. Lights came prime time action. Run it up.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Miami Dolphins and the Los Angeles Chargers. Trip to New Orleans in Super Bowl 58. We are ready to rock in the AFC Championship game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They started on the ground with Eckler. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Herbert off of play action. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Back to throw here, Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's counter. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
You're always worried about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
It's Eckler again. And some room to work. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. 62 yards rushing for him now. A great start to this AFC title game. Not sure exactly what he saw that made him decide to hand it off, but a great decision and a fantastic run.
From our vantage point, what he saw was a defense that got out of its lanes, got out of its gaps, and they were pretty much running to the quarterback, viewing him as the bigger threat. And look at that wide open space, and he rumbled for big-time yardage.
Eckler trying to run inside, but nothing there. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? Herbert to the goal line, but it's incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand.
He's ready. Right, 60. Ready, flank it.
Back near his goal line, here's Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll try the right side with Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Give him 32 on the play.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Tua going to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Taken in at the 11. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any... There he goes, right side! And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event, not getting to them early.
Running on first down, Eckler. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. We're scoreless after one.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big, can go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Second catch in this AFC title game, but he's got a first down.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chargers are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Now Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
He'll get that one complete to Connor. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be fourth and short.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Taken in at the 22. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
Brings up second and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On second down, Eckler. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
This is fielded at the 27. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Ready.
To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tua now on 1st down. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats. Look at this, 22.3 miles an hour was his top speed. The Charger drive about to get going. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Eckler, they run left side, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Connor. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That's an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
He's brought down at the 31. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
From the 31, Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a really nice job defensively of getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua escaping the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Chargers will take over possession here up at the 44. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game? I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. He's got a man, complete. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Now a give running left is Eckler, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship, 3rd and goal. Herbert now. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Tua, the final shot before half. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying, don't pass.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Complete to Tyreek Hill.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll hand off here to Eckler, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On the give, this is Eckler. Javon Holland coming up to make the stop.
And And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A give, Eckler running to the right. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Here's Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 32 yards. And the Chargers are going to take the lead.
So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official.
Point after here coming up. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case.
He's got a man, complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 2-yard line.
Looking to pass. Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game.
And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 21.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch. A signal for and taken.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The handoff, it's Eckler looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
It's third down and 6.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
Running right, Jones. A little juke, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On first down, Tagovailoa.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle from 13 yards out. And the Dolphins take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Chargers 21. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't...
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, LA. A great play there. 67 yards. And the Chargers have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had to quote it back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your turkey bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
A gain of 60 yards. First down, Miami.
Here's Tua. Got his man, it's Bo Melton. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. One quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second down, it's Jones. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. In motion comes the tight end left. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Tally that as catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for his passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Meanwhile, Tua's throws taken in by Waddle, and he's brought down. So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
That's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
And the tight end goes in motion left. From the 39, Tua. Dancing to his left. Pass complete across the formation to Melton. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 20-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 13-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Tua. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision. Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
This offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Down.
Jones is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You're talking about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
Fair catch, made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They need a touchdown to tie it. Of course, they know full well they won't have too many more possessions, if any, in this championship game. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 107 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this AFC title game. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. It's Eckler again. He'll get this up to about the 44. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Up the middle with Eckler. And no room that time. Getting it to about the 46. Calling a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. How about them biting out 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive? A new lease on life after the fourth down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Going on the ground with Eckler. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? What does he want with the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball. They've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Tagovailoa. He's got it complete to Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now Tua. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Tua. His throw incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that in there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Tua to throw. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game. A critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now fourth down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
Ready.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Tua on fourth down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Running on first down, Eckler. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
Once more, here's Eckler. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. And here's another kneel down as they'll try to set up the game winner. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they have regained the lead. The Chargers, they are heading to the Super Bowl. Thanks to you all for watching, and good night.